Welcome back to another Nerd Theory, everybody. Hope you're all having a great Monday Eve today. Josh, how you doing? How was your weekend?
I'm doing good. I'm just so happy for you, man. You
Thanks,
know,
dude. Thanks,
like
dude.
it's such a cool opportunity and like
Yeah,
to do something you've dreamed of for a long time and
yeah,
just
I know.
super cool. And it's a good change of pace. I was telling people on my stream, I was like, I'm jealous, dude. I wish I got some kind of gig where I could just go and not do YouTube for a while.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's been a long time coming. Dreams do come true, and to all the haters, I'll see you all on the big screen.
Yeah. Haters,
Adios, muchacho. I'm
muchachos.
getting in character.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you go to Theories Arcade and watch my latest video there. You'll
Yep.
get up to date.
It's a good video.
Yeah, thanks.
Hmm.
All right, so we got a bit of news today. First of all, so what'd you think? I didn't really talk too much about
Yeah.
the Order 66 scene.
So, I mean, look, here's the thing. I loved the fact that it was Ahmed Best. Like truly, you know what I mean? It's super cool. But you know what's so wild about that scene is that I think in order to fully appreciate what they did, you literally have to be taken out of the scene. Meaning you have
Yeah,
to recognize
uh,
it's Ahmed Best
I know.
and you have to automatically like leave behind the disbelief of the show The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't like it, but what I am saying is of course I'm happy for him. You know what I mean?
Mm,
I hope there's more substance to it. I hope it's not just, hey, guess who saved Grogu? This guy, you
mm,
know? Overall though, not my favorite episode of The Mandalorian, to be honest. Kind of, villain of the week-esque, setting up the connection with this son and just furthering what's going on with the actual Mandalorian tribe. I felt like the pacing and the logic of going after the bird, coming back, then going back, spending the night at the like there's just leaps that I have to make as to why they don't just go up there and start frying this thing, right?
I don't wanna
Um,
dude, it's so funny. It's like he usually always gets away. It's like, what
I know, dude. I'm just like, what? Okay. So,
It's like you
you
let
know,
this thing just it's like a normal Monday for you guys. You just they take your younglings. Like, what's
another Monday.
oh
Like,
no.
geez, oh no. Yeah, and also, why don't you guys move? This is you're a man, you're this ancient tribe of warring, you know. So, but look, here's the thing. I'm not uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh. Oh, did you have to okay. I was like, what happened? No, we're gonna but
Guys, I've been literally since last Monday. I've been just quite sick. So you're gonna see a lot of coughing and hacking, and it might be a bit of an early show today,
yeah,
but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
yeah. But I guess just to kind of wrap up my thoughts on it, a good episode, some cool stuff. I don't really feel as though it really moved anything forward all that much because even the Grogu stuff, like, it doesn't answer anything. It's just that we know that he got saved by Ahmed Best. So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
bro, I'm really waiting for the back half of this season to hopefully really jump into gear because I would argue this is the weakest season of The Mandalorian so far, you know? Which is crazy. Like, but that's what I mean, do you
I would
disagree
agree.
or
No, I would agree. There's nothing really
yeah.
going on. It's just kind of just, and that's what I've seen. The rhetoric is quite a bit. Welcome to Nerd Theory, everyone.
Oh yeah, holy shit. You're gonna make it. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Send your donations now because I might not be here next week.
Oh god. Oh god. Because of the movie, right?
Yeah. Who knows? Oh man.
Yeah.
Uh.
Look, if it gets too bad, we can just really make it short. You know what I mean? And just catch up on donations next week too. Like as
I
if
know, but I
it's
wanna go.
yeah,
I wanna do
I
it.
know, but if you can't, you can't, just that is what it is. Give it a
Yeah.
shot and we'll see
Wait,
in a
you're
little bit.
saying people don't want to hear ASMR of me hacking my lens out?
I mean, some people probably do, bro.
Yeah,
But I'm
there
just
you
saying, I
go.
don't know if that's gonna get you better.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, but if we ended it, I would just probably go game anyways because there's not much talking.
Yeah, fair.
It's all right.
Fair.
It's all right. I'll make it someday.
Yeah. So you were talking about your take and the rhetoric and
Yeah, it seems like, well, if you compare it to the last two seasons, there really hasn't been much going on in this one. I disagree with a lot of people saying like, oh, it's all about Bo now. I don't think so. I think it's really leading the the story for the antagonist, because I think she's going to eventually rule all of them and kind of like shape all the Mandalorians to what she wants them to be. Um, kind of giving like a rise to a new age, as the song goes. But yeah, really not much has happened. Like there's
Yeah.
no overarching nemesis. There's no real major struggle or anything. It's just pretty happy-go-lucky. It's kind of just like Adventures at the Cave.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's still like all the things that are lingering from the second season, but I
Yeah.
don't feel that they've been addressed in a very meaningful way. And it feels a little like I don't know. It's weird because it simultaneously feels like it's so meandering. And looking back at that first episode, like I was just very certain that they were going to kind of get to it, and it
Mhm.
continues to kind of meander, but also kind of feels checklisty a little. It's like a weird mix of like, okay, we're doing this. We're going to show you the Grogu thing. We're going
Yeah.
to get the Mandalorians together. We're going to tell you what's going on with the backstory with Pershing and all that. So I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I will also say that I actually do understand the Bo stuff, because I think even though they're just telling the story, I would argue she is getting more character development this season than Din is. Like the whole sequence in the cave and everything is really more about her seeing the Mythosaur, her going back to her home, all these different things. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I do think that that's what's going on. I also wanted to just say it's crazy that she makes the Mythosaur armor this early into the season. This is a rumor that you and I have talked about for over a year. When I first heard it, I thought, okay, that means that she'll likely do something with the Mythosaur and then she'll get that armor. But that's not what it is, right? So I think that's kind of interesting, because that could actually lead to maybe a different outcome than Bo ruling everybody. Maybe it still will be Din. I'm not really sure. But it's definitely interesting that she already has that armor.
Yeah, do you think the Mythosaur overrides the Darksaber?
Yeah, for sure. Because the Mythosaur represents a new age,
Mm.
right? And it's something that had been considered myth. Like even the armor says it's myth. Like
Yeah.
Bo's telling her, I've actually seen it, and she's literally just saying, "Yeah, people have visions. It's cool."
She's like, "Yeah, good for you."
Yeah, exactly. So that's a myth. The dark saber is provably real. It's something that's been around, for a long
It's
time.
like
So
when the armor doesn't know what to say, she's just like, "This is the way." It's like
yeah, I mean, it's
Bo's like that, but
like saying that's an excellent question. Yeah,
literally didn't even make sense. What? What do you mean?
yeah,
This is the way.
this is the way, and you're just like, damn it, you know.
Damn it, armor!
Um,
What the hell?
yeah.
Give me some
So
intel.
we'll see. I expect maybe this one will pick up. I will also say too that for an episode that's co-written by Dave,
Mm.
I don't know, maybe I was expecting a little bit more.
Have you noticed that lightsabers kind of look weird in the Disney era? They don't look the
Oh
same
yeah.
as how George had them. Like they
Yeah.
seem to not have as much of a glow. It almost looks like a toy.
Well, I think that's because they actually use lightsabers on set now,
Yeah.
and they do that for the lighting,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. Sure.
And some of it's cool. Like some of it works. In the sequel trilogy, there are some fights that, even though I don't necessarily love the choreography, the look of some of those shots and the close-ups and the clashes are pretty intense. They're very cool.
Josh, you love the sequel trilogy.
I fucking love that shit. I can't wait for the new sequel stuff. Let's go, Star Wars.
Yeah, the new sequel
Um,
movie.
yeah, I can't wait. But no, I think that's what it comes from, because the sabers they use even in the prequels were like metal or like aluminum. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they just have it's a totally different process of like putting it together
Yeah,
and
they'd
making it.
rotoscope
So
over them, and it would
mhm,
just look great. Look good.
yeah. Mhm. Yeah, so I agree with you. It's it's a minor thing, but it's definitely it matters. It's lightsabers, so
Hmm, interesting. Said in Josh's stream last week, how the F can you justify a kids' game show TV host as the Jedi survivor who saved Grogu? Should have been someone more important, in my opinion. I don't really care if he's on the Jedi Temple show or whatever or not. I think, as cool as it would be if it was someone that we knew, like Quinlan Voss, which I actually think would have been better. I can
mhm,
also see how that would maybe kind of make the whole universe so much smaller because there's so many Jedi there. Of all of them, you're telling me it's going to be Quinlan Voss? No. So
sure.
the fact that it's someone new, it's refreshing in a sense.
Yeah.
And I guess we have to wait and see, what his story with Grogu is going to be, which I kind of think is like the whole premise for the Mandalorian season 3. To be honest, I don't think
Yeah.
it's really all that much about Mando or anything. I think we probably have just begun what the show is about, which is kind of Bo, and then also flashbacks with Grogu and Kalaran. So
Yeah, I think that's fair. Like I said, I really do hope that there's more to that and that there's something else, kind of behind that. And we get, because it's Naboo stuff, right? Like it's a
yeah,
Naboo thing that he goes to. Those are
sure,
Naboo soldiers. So it's like, okay, well, maybe that ties into like what would be really crazy if that somehow just ties right back to Palpatine, because Palpatine, of course, is from Naboo and could have had plans laid within that. So it still leads to all the speculation and interesting stuff that I think we're hoping for. I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's cool. Like, I'm glad for Ahmed Best. I just hope that there's more to it because,
mm,
frankly, even the scene itself is, I don't want to say lazy. That's not the word I'm looking for. But in my imagination, I mean, every fan of The Mandalorian has envisioned or asked themselves for years what that would look like. How was Grogu, especially after the Ahsoka episode where we find out he trained and he was at the temple?
yeah,
What does that look like? What is going on? What's the context? And to show it in a scene where he is literally just floating around in his pod,
I'll be right
like we
back.
always see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
And he's just floating around, and there's just Jedi around, and there's just clones around. I don't know. It was a little uninspired to me. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I had envisioned all these crazy possibilities with that scene. And that one to me, it just sort of nudges that story forward just a bit, but I still have all the same questions that I've always had about it. And yeah, it is what it is though. I mean, look, I'm happy for Ahmed Best, chat, of course. And how could you not be after everything that dude went through and, the prequels and all that sort of stuff? How could you not be? I guess I'm just really hoping it leads to something. Maybe at least another episode where we get to see more of that. Maybe potentially like a whole show or like a book or something. Um, I just hope it's more meaningful. That's all I hope for, chat. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Probably a comic, maybe. Jokes aside, Mando has been pretty bad so far. Bad Batch is the best it's been. There's been some really, really good stuff in Bad Batch for sure. I don't know if I would agree that the entire season is like incredible because there's been some low points too. But Bad Batch is certainly doing some really cool stuff. I think that especially maybe the way they end it with Crosshair, it'll be pretty solid. But I don't know if I can honestly sit here and say it's better than The Mandalorian. Bad Batch is slapping. Indeed. Mando went woke. I mean, I don't really. That's such an exhausting statement. I don't really think so. I think that's the least of its problems, even if it did.
Sorry, I had to let my dog
No,
out.
it's all good. It's all good.
So, what's chat saying?
Well, I don't know. Chat has all kinds of crazy opinions. A lot of people bummed saying Mando's bad and whatnot. Somebody just said Mando's gone woke. And I'm
Hmm.
like, what is where? How?
How's that?
Yeah, I don't get it. I think it's just gone a little boring. Unless that's somehow woke now.
Bring Gideon? Yeah, I'm down. Where is he?
I just saw some stuff on Twitter about his latest thing he's doing. Did you see it with the
No.
Mona Lisa and stuff?
No.
Pretty wild.
What do you do?
Well, I don't know if he did it yet or if they're setting it up or whatever, but apparently he's gonna replace, like, in the actual Louvre, replace the Mona Lisa with like a picture of him or something. It's like the national treasure of pranks.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Dude, I think it actually happened. I think he figured it out.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, could be smoke and mirrors, but he already did it. Somebody said. I don't know. It's out already?
Is
Dang,
it?
okay.
We FaceTime sometimes here and there. We just like talk about random shit. But you
Yeah.
didn't tell me about that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
He already did
But
it? He did it? Get the
That's
No,
what he
he
says.
didn't.
That's what he said.
No,
That's
he
what people
didn't.
say.
No, he didn't.
I think he might have actually done it. I think he might have actually done
He
it.
replaced a painting in the Louvre, not replaced the Mona Lisa.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's still pretty cool.
Yeah, I gotta
Yo,
see
you
it.
want to talk about this movie stuff and then maybe get into
Yeah.
Q&A? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Let's talk about this movie. I was telling Theory a little bit about this offline. Some of you guys have probably already seen what's going on. But I think the biggest things to talk about are that they're going to announce 3 movies at Star Wars Celebration. We're just weeks away from this. So apparently the word is they're going to announce 3 movies. Okay? On top of that,
We're 1 week away. Wait, when's celebration? April.
I don't know.
When's celebration? April. Chad, do you guys know when celebration? I think it's like April 7 to something.
I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. I just know it's within the next couple of weeks.
7 to 10.
7 to 10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
It's
God.
10 days from now.
Not this weekend, but next weekend. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So apparently it's going to be 3 different movies. The first movie, the one that's going to come out in 2025, it's not going to be Damon Lindelof anymore. It's Stephen Knight, who is the writer behind Peaky Blinders, and he's done some movies and stuff too.
Right.
It's the Miss Marvel director. And yeah, so that's going to be the movie they do in 2025. And apparently, if they don't get that movie out in 2025, Kathy is gone no matter what, 100%. Now, I've already heard that like there were already plans in motion to like get her out this year. And I think her contract is up in 2024. But maybe what it really means is if she can't get it filming and going so that it looks like, yes, it will hit a 2025 date, like actually going into production, then she's gone. So it's kind of weird. And the other thing that's crazy, and I don't know if this is 100% true, this is coming from a really good source, but it was a while ago when I heard this, is that I've heard that all of those movies are going to be sequel era, essentially. I don't think they're going to be a trilogy. Like, I don't really think it's going to be episode 10. That would be shocking.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be a series of movies all taking place in a post-sequel trilogy world. And yeah. So what are your thoughts?
Big mistake, but well, it's Disney. Are they ever in touch? No. So not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised either, but I think the thing that's really wild is that they've gotten to a point where now they're basically just making the same mistakes they made in 2015, where they're going to rush a movie out. And apparently this is to save Kathy's job or to get her contract extended. So they're just going to rush a movie out. They just lost a writer and replace one. I'm so fascinated. We'll obviously retouch on this after Celebration and whatever they actually announce, and we'll see how the fan base reacts. But I just kind of can't believe this is where we're at. Like, I think we're polishing the brass on the Titanic. I think that this is going to be horrible.
Yeah, I don't really think it's necessarily the best move that they could make. If they have 3 movie slots and to have them all about the sequel trilogy, I think is a mistake. I think the best course of action would be to have 1 sequel trilogy, 1 perhaps like intermediate, maybe between 6 and 7 somewhere. With Luke, Leia, and Han, I think would be really fun with like deep fake and all the stuff that they're doing anyway. And then 1 go into the High Republic, or their new thing, High Republic, or go into the Old Republic, which would be much more preferred in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's, I think, you cover 3 segments, 3 different films, 3 different timelines. It'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's way better than what they're apparently planning. And I kind of can't believe that they're like that out of touch. And like they think like bro, like they literally think they're just gonna come out here in 2 weeks and talk about these movies as if they didn't just lose Lindelof, as if they didn't basically fuck around for 3 years and then end up rushing out a movie either way. It's
Yeah.
like it's I mean, at this point, it's kind of par for the course for Disney, like you were saying, but it's just really frustrating, man. I hope honestly,
Who cares if we lost Lindelof or not? Like, is that a big deal?
of course, it's a big deal. Even if you don't like Lindelof, it indicates once again that Kathy hired somebody, wasted a whole bunch of time and resources, and then ended up not working with them. So, like,
Yeah.
here's the thing: like, maybe Lindelof is not the guy for the job. Cool.
Yeah.
But why did it take you a fucking year to figure that out? And
Yeah.
the fact that that buzz was shared and the fact that people did talk, Lindelof is a name, like he's a name that people will latch onto. So now there's a ton of people that are bummed. You know, it was in the
Yeah.
Hollywood trades. It's verifiably true. So it just adds to the narrative of like, oh, well, this is the movie you're working on. And again, they're gonna act like it didn't even happen, it doesn't exist. And there's just I don't see how I can be confident about this movie, you
Oh,
know?
well, yeah, I mean, I'm anything Disney nowadays, I'm not confident, when it comes to Star Wars at all. It's kind of like a judge on first basis sort of thing. Once I see the episodes or the movie, I
Yeah.
can't really be all that hyped anymore like I used to be, like, "This is gonna be amazing, blah, blah, blah." It's like, I don't know, is it? It's kind of a toss-up. It's like Russian roulette. Is this gonna
Yeah.
be as good as they say? Or, like, what are they now saying about The Mandalorian? They're saying these next 4 episodes are gonna be mind-blowing or something like that I saw on
Oh, yeah, is that
Twitter.
what they're saying?
Yeah, and I'm like,
Star Wars themselves said that?
yeah, someone who worked on The Mandalorian or something. I don't know.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so it's like I don't really know what to expect anymore at this point. There's just been so many letdowns with so many different projects, the firings of so many different people, for good or bad. I don't really know, but it's just it doesn't really look good on a resume.
Yeah. No, I mean, this
No.
is the umpteenth project that she's had fall apart. You know, it's really frustrating. Again, I'm not even saying the guy's right for the job. There's some
Yeah,
question even like
maybe he's
having
not.
that out there. Yeah, maybe he's not, but I just think it's so odd that like you hire him, you assemble a writer's room around him,
Yeah,
and then like waste a year,
right.
like waste his time. You know, the word gets out there. The perception is now that it's the Lindelof movie without the Lindelof, you know?
Yeah,
So yeah, man, it's tough. I mean, look, either way, I think this is the deal. Either way, we're gonna go watch this movie in 2025, right?
yeah, sure, of course.
So, you know, is it possible that through all of this they actually make an incredible movie? Absolutely. But my honest to God wish is that the movie falls apart, she gets fired, and somebody else comes in to make a new plan. Because I don't want sequel era movies. I don't want them to just act like everything's fine. It's not fine. Like
What if it
the
has
brand is
nothing
in
to
disarray.
do? What if it has nothing to do with the sequel trilogy characters and it's like something totally new?
Well, that is apparently the first movie is going to focus on different characters. It's going to mostly, I guess, be about like just rebuilding the New Republic. Ray and that are sort of fixtures in the movie. They're not the main characters. So
So they're
it's
there.
yeah, they're there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Why? Yeah.
look. It's possible that that could be cool, but my thing is like, why do that? Why set yourself up if this is really the most important Star Wars movie ever and something that's important to Kathy's legacy, career, or whatever, why are you doing this? Why are you making it so that a big portion of your fan base is immediately going to be turned off by this? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like not being able to recognize that. I mean, even the Mandalorian, I think is a big hit because it's not sequel era, because it feels completely separate and different from that. You
Well, it
know,
feels like Star Wars.
yeah,
This season in particular, though, has felt different than the last 2.
yeah,
It
I'd
feels
agree.
much more I don't know what's the word. Like I'm watching a TV show instead of watching Star Wars. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm,
Like, the
yeah.
last 2 felt like Star Wars. This one still feels like Star Wars, but it feels very, commercialized.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. There was a time when watching Mandalorian felt really special because it's like the first Star Wars show ever, and
Mhm.
even seeing what like live action, of course, and
Yeah.
even seeing what that could be was an experience. And it felt like each week we were visiting Star Wars. It no longer feels that way. Maybe that's because they put out 3 shit ass shows last year, in my
Mm.
opinion. And so now the perception it just feels different for us. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like a celebration. It's literally 4 projects later, 2 years later, and the episodes aren't as strong.
No.
So yeah, it's tough, man. And look, we're a couple of weeks away from getting Nielsen numbers, and we'll start to get like better data on like how the show's tracking. I don't think it's doing horribly, but I think it's underperforming for their expectations. And at this point, I don't know how you make sense of that if you're
I think
Disney,
someone
you know?
forced John to have Grogu come back. I really
Really?
do. I really
Okay.
do, man. I don't think this was his decision to make on his own. I mean, hey, maybe I could be making something up. It's my own theory, but I just don't see that from a writing standpoint. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like the whole season 2 was him about being on the Seeing Stone, finding a Jedi, taking him back to his people, and then all of a sudden, boom! Like you have that amazing ending, climactic ending to season 2. He goes with Luke Skywalker, and then you have to watch an offshoot show to find out that he's gone back with Mando, and then now he's back with. It's like, ugh, I just think it sort of could have been so much more interesting if they had continued with the plan that they had, which was he was off doing his own thing with Luke, Mando is
Yeah.
doing his own thing, and then eventually they meet up.
Well, I definitely think there's something to be said for that setup being explored. There would have been a lot of interest with that. I mean,
Yeah,
if you think about it, they just dropped that shit on us randomly in Book of Boba.
yeah,
Like, there's no buildup. I mean, we knew about it kind of, but other than that, they didn't like even market it as,
dude, nobody knew.
oh,
I
hey,
was
yo, let's find out about what happened with Luke, you know?
Yeah, I was reading comments on their social media when they were posting like the trailers for Mando, and so many of the comments were like, "Did I miss something? Like, why is Grogu back with Mando?" And so many people were like, "You have to watch the Book of Boba Fett," and then other people commenting, being like, "That's stupid. Why do I have to do this?" It was just a bad decision, I think, from their point of view. But I
Yeah.
think I think someone up there thought, if we really want to maximize profits, we need to have Grogu in the show because that's a big selling feature. And you can now see Bob Iger's laying off 7,000 people at Disney, so it's like they're probably thinking more in terms of money than anything else right now.
Oh,
And
certainly.
and
I
and
mean,
and funny enough, you wanna know something funny, is, Game Changers reached out to me to be part of their program again.
what's that? Oh, that's the EA
EA.
shit, huh?
The guys that I won't work with them, and they haven't reached out to me in years. I know I was asking them so many times if I could have some exclusive content or like hands-on demo or something with Fallen Order, years ago, and they were like, "Yeah, yeah, sure, no problem." And then, of course, like the movie comes out and a fan film comes out, and that just like I guess did something. And they're like, "Nope, we have nothing going on." And I'm like, "I'm in LA. Like I know EA Play is around the corner. Like I'm you don't have to fly me out. They're like, "Nope, nothing's happening." I'm like, "Okay." I go home. Sure enough, all the other Star Wars channels post demos at EA Play playing Fallen Order, and I'm like, "Okay." And then now you guys want me? No. So clearly they need their marketing to be at the highest of highs right now. I think they need to use everything that they can to make money. I don't think they're doing too hot, to be honest.
No, I don't think they're doing hot at all.
You don't lay off
And
7,000 people and still do okay. You don't have numbers like you have for Disney. What are they losing? How many are they losing now?
it's billions a year. I mean, and I think like obviously there were a lot of things that happened in the past couple of years that you can't plan for, like the pandy and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, like they came in with a strategy that was just I think it was just wildly out of touch with what actually plays and works with consumers. And the thing
Yeah.
that's really frustrating is they really did just treat it like product.
Yeah.
And they did this at Marvel and they did this at Star Wars. It's hurting both brands a lot.
Yeah.
And, Marvel, they just lost a major executive over there. And like basically Bob Iger came in and fired
Oh, yeah, I
somebody.
saw this. What
Yeah.
happened? Some lady?
It's like kind of convoluted on why exactly. Apparently, she's just really not a nice lady, man. She was beefing with the other executives. She broke
Yeah.
her contract. She's been horrible with the VFX stuff. There's a whole thing on it. But essentially, the main thing to keep in mind is that this is a person that's been with that company 17 years, was a big part of what built this. So you don't fire someone like that if you're winning. Like, you don't make that firing if you're crushing it, right?
Mm.
They're getting their shit kicked in, and that's why that happened. And Star
Why?
Wars,
Like what? Like what? Is it simply because of their inability to make good shows?
it's partially that, and the movies have been tracking down as well. You've had so it's like a 31, 32 film catalog, right? And you've
Yeah.
got two of the lowest rated, tied for the bottom rated movies, the two Rotten Tomatoes in this last couple of years. You have the most projects that were lacking critically and lacking financially in the last couple of years. That's what's going on with Marvel. Like, and
Okay.
Ant-Man is so bad you kind of can't deny it. It's not even going to make what the first movie made. Um, and that's crazy. You
You
know,
know, they had a great thing going with the Avengers.
yeah.
Great thing. And I don't know why they necessarily ended that or put a cap to it, but man, that was some of the best hype shit in a long time.
Yeah, no, it was I mean, it's
It was great.
literally I owe a lot to that. You know what I mean? Like my
Right.
whole channel and a lot of my stuff, like my
Yeah.
fans in a lot of ways come from that time of
Right.
like Infinity War Endgame, that buildup. It was crazy.
Right.
And I think that, the thing that's really crazy is apparently, according to their plans, if let's say the pandemic never happened, we were gonna get another Avengers movie like either this year or next year. So they were going to like do it really fast,
Mhm.
but then it just got all bloated and then they pushed stuff off. And I think Marvel kind of fell in love with their own brand appeal a little bit. And they essentially just took for granted the audience a little, where they were like, well, we can just put out a bunch of the shit, people eat it up, and then we'll give them the good stuff later.
Mhm.
And that does not seem to be working.
Right.
So, and look, Marvel's got a lot of cool stuff that they're doing. They're going to change stuff. The Daredevil stuff seems sick. Punisher's back. All this cool stuff. They're probably going to be fine, but they are in the worst position they've ever been in. Star Wars to me feels like it's been in that spot for years.
Years, man. And
Yeah,
now
and
he wants to focus on Star Wars stuff.
it's just
Now he's
crazy.
cutting back on Marvel to focus on Star Wars.
I mean, I
Bro.
I think yeah. So the way out for them, this is why it's like so frightening, is that they're in the worst spot they've been in a long time, and their way out is just more product. Like literally, they're gonna come out here and try to announce
It's
three
not
movies at
though.
Celebration.
It's not though. It's about good product.
No, that's what it is about. But their way out, their way of thinking is just product. Like but that is a part of the problem with the brand, is that it
Yeah.
feels like it's just for money. So their
You
way
see
out.
they started doing lo-fi.
No, I actually didn't see
Yeah, the
that.
Star Wars
Really?
channel started doing lo-fi Star Wars. Just the shit I was
What?
uploading, the shit I was doing for like 2, 3 years ago. Now they're doing it.
Really?
It's like, yeah, I've had so many people message me being like, "It looks like they're running out of ideas."
Jeez. Well, there you have it.
Yeah, like there's
So
I can see there's a huge difference in um the content they're trying to make, whether it be merch or stuff with Galaxy's Edge or their own YouTube channel. I can see that they're definitely thinking to change things because something's not working over there.
yeah.
So, that's good. At least they're not stuck in their ways and they're trying to just do the same old crap. But
You know what else worries me about this movie, bro? So this lady, this Miss Marvel
what
lady, and
the which movie?
the new one, the next one that they're doing.
The one of three?
This, yeah, the one of three.
Yeah.
This lady, she won Oscars for documentaries that are apparently really about like female empowerment and like that kind of energy. Okay.
Okay.
And Steve Knight is kind of known for more of like a grittier, Andor-esque style, let's say. And like, I don't know what kind of crazy shit they have cooking, but I mean, we know Kathleen Kennedy at this point, and I'm just terrified that Lucasfilm is gonna like double down on this like heavy-handed identity politics,
I hate
fucking
men.
yeah, and well, maybe just like maybe not even that directly, but sure, that and also trying to tackle this completely new aesthetic, like basically trying to do like an Andor aesthetic, postmodern politicking, and like I'm terrified of what this movie could be. Because and this is like my big warning about Andor was like it's going to hurt the brand. They're going to learn the wrong lessons from it and fall in love with this new vision of what Star Wars. Star Wars isn't broke. Star Wars under George was great. That's
Yeah.
what you bought. That's what you paid billions of dollars for. You didn't pay billions of dollars for your version of that.
Yeah.
So I'm like I'm really concerned. You know,
At this point, Josh, I'm just along for the ride.
yeah. Same.
You know, I'm just surfing. They're creating the wave. I'm just like,
Yeah. Just
oh, look
ride the
over
wave.
there. Oh, we're going this. Okay, we're going that way. All right, fine.
But wouldn't that be such a Kathy thing to do? Just double down on everything you like to learn nothing from everything that's happened.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think we all know that Star Wars is about the Force and lightsabers and family. So it's about Jedi. It's about Sith.
It's about drive. It's about power.
It's about power. Nothing, really at the end of the day, that's literally what Star Wars is about. And anyone who tries to argue, I mean, maybe you're talking about the new Star Wars stuff, which is Disney's version. But what Star Wars was, episode 4, 5, and 6, 1977, 1980, 1983, it's about Jedi. It's about the Force. It's about lightsabers.
The struggle of good and
lightsaber
evil
fights.
within a person.
Good and evil. It's the use of the Force.
Yeah.
Understanding the Force. These cosmic beings, these wizards in space. That's what made it exciting and interesting. If you take that element out of it, then you just have any other Blade Runner show.
Yep.
Not saying it's not going to be cool, but it's not going to be as exciting as Star Wars. So,
Oh, it might be. I mean, it might end. I'm along for the ride too, bro. I just see a big old fucking wave coming, bro. You know, like that's where my mind's at. I'm like, this wave's about to crash in 2 weeks' time. It'll be out there. We'll all be talking about it, giving our reaction.
Yeah.
And then we'll all see the movie.
We'll see what happens. I mean, maybe it's going to be a really cool movie. Maybe it's about some like force sensitive user that's very, I don't know, who hasn't been discovered because it's, a new era, and they have to learn their own ways of using the Force, and maybe it leads them down to finding some Yoda creature that is actually kind of evil, and maybe we'll learn of a different path that can be taken. And maybe this is someone who's been around for thousands and thousands of years, and they're like the Bendu. They don't feel like they need to meddle in current events, but they've been there through all of it. And now they're like, it's time for me to have my own apprentice.
So Grogu, basically. Grogu goes dark side, and we see Grogu in this new movie.
No, let's do it. Let's do a new character. Let's do like some kid, some random kid. Who maybe starts out very pure and very, very kind-hearted, and constantly gets bothered and hurt and bullied, and loses their family and this and that, and goes through a lot of trials and tribulations, and then eventually comes across, their own ability to survive through means of using the Force, and they don't understand what side of the Force they got to use, and I don't know. There's so many different stories they could come up with. They've got a lot of talented people there.
Yeah, look, I'm with you, and I like those ideas. I just don't understand why those have to be tied into the sequel era. I don't, I just think that's
me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither, man. You're asking all the right questions. I just think they're very out of touch, and I think they're really trying to like nail it home that we have to like the sequel trilogy. It's like, no. A lot of us don't. A lot of us do. A lot of us don't, and that's okay.
Yeah, I think too there's a little bit of them just discounting the fact that even people that like, because I'm open to the idea of stories being told in that era, but I'm also the kind of person that I'm like, dude, you're laying a minefield out for the fans. It's like essentially the same thing of bringing back Ryan Johnson. So why do you not bring Ryan Johnson back? Because the discourse will be awful. The conversation will be about him rather than the actual movie, and it's just going to dig up all this pain. It's going to make it bad for a fan to engage in that brand.
Mm.
It's the same thing with the sequel stuff. It's like so mind-numbingly dumb that they don't understand that. They're just like, no, there's just a bunch of haters. People love the sequels. It'll be fine. It's like, no, you are setting a minefield out. And there are certain people and certain channels that are licking their lips at this thought, licking their lips at this idea because it's, well, frankly, great content for them for years and years and years of dunking
Mm.
on Lucasfilm. You know what I mean? Which is why ultimately, like, I'm really hoping some crazy shit happens and we're just like, no thanks, get out of here, Kathy, let's come up with a new idea because I don't
You
see
know,
this going well.
everyone always talks about how great it would be if Kathy leaves, this and that, but she's just going to get replaced by 2.0.
Hopefully no, I mean, her Michelle Rejwan's gone, so there's no
Mm.
there's no other person. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's Dave, maybe it's John, maybe it's I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we'll see.
Guess we'll see.
Yeah. But I just don't, I think there's an overall criteria for who they want to be leading Lucasfilm. And if Kathy can't do that job, they still want someone who, hey, maybe you're right. Maybe they're going to completely hire somebody different. Maybe it'll be a man. Maybe it'll be
Well,
somebody
I mean, if you look at what's going
with
on with
different
Marvel,
ideologies.
yeah, because if you look what's going on with Marvel, they got rid of a very outspoken left-leaning person. I'm not saying that that's 100% why she was let go, but it does feel like a certain kind of firing that signals to maybe a more conservative portion of the audience, like, hey, this person is not just safe because of their identity. Um, maybe you would get something like that. It does feel like we're at some kind of a turning point where there are a lot of projects that are just simply either apolitical or just not incredibly preachy left leaning that are
Yeah.
performing very well. So
Right.
I'm not a strict believer in the whole get woke, go broke thing because I think there's all kinds of examples of like woke stuff that's very successful, like The Boys. And so to me,
Wait, what?
oh yeah, The Boys I think is super woke, dude.
No.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Really?
Yeah, of course. They did a whole episode essentially about a kid being radicalized and becoming a like a MAGA Republican shooter. Do you remember that episode? Like that's
Right. With
very
Stormfront.
well. I don't know if the kid did he
It
get
wasn't a
radicalized
kid.
by
He
Stormfront?
was like some
Yeah, it was like some weirdo, right?
adult. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, that's what I mean. Is like that show goes hard in the paint on like
Yeah, but
what I would
they
argue
poke
is
at
woke
both
stuff.
sides. They
They
poke at
do, which I
yeah.
think is a benefit. I think that's good for sure. But if that's what it is, then it's still a successful show that does things that people claim are woke. You know what I mean? Like it's very successful.
Mm.
So I don't believe that narrative strictly. But what I will say is that there's absolutely a portion of the audience that's going to be majorly turned off by certain things that you put into your show or your movie. And especially if it feels like the studio is preaching at people. Like that's a massive turnoff for people. People are just over it. So maybe we would see a change. I would welcome that kind of a change. It's like the idea of the pendulum, just kind of like swinging a little too far this way and then coming back to the center. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, hey, look, we'll see what happens with the leading of Lucasfilm going forwards. I hope there's going to be new direction for sure. I just hope they don't hire another clone.
Wouldn't that be wild? Like an actual clone of Kathy.
Oh my god.
They're like, we figured out cloning technology just for an all
Lucasfilm.
new Kathy Kennedy. 70 more years of Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, it'd be amazing.
My new empire.
Your new empire.
Damn, dude. She's like 25.
I don't know.
Ah, well.
Yeah. Either way, we'll see. It's an interesting time.
Tis.
Your own world building, magic system characters into our universe. I feel like you two would write a bestseller. Well, we're both kind of working on stuff already. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely of the mindset of trying to tell stories because I do feel like a lot of this stuff is stale. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
it is. A lot of
It's
it's very corporate. A
yeah.
lot of it's very agenda driven. There's no more stories. There aren't really that many stories just on to tell a good story anymore. It's all about agendas
Yeah.
and politics and bullshit. People want to escape, man.
Yeah, I think escapism is underrated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks, Luke. Congrats on the roll, man. So excited for you. You're going to miss these Monday Nerd Theories with you and Josh. Appreciate the hell out of you both. Good luck. Thanks, man.
Yep. It'll be worth it when we see that movie. Theory, you win Jabroni of the Year. Yeehaw, cowboy.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
What's up, Lunatic Butcher?
The production value on that film looks astounding, too.
High level, hey? I took all the money that I saved for Vader Episode 2 and I put it into that one.
Ooh, money well spent.
Yeah.
Looks good. Celebration next week. Boys, this is where the fun begins. Josh, I'm terrified to hear the 3 movie announcements. Yes, me too. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What's he talking about here? Oh.
Probably maybe because they wanted to keep it. Like maybe because they wanted to keep Grogu.
Yeah, definitely possible. He's a high asset. But again, no indication of that. No real indication. What are you showing? Did you send it to me on Discord or something?
This one's for you. Oh, wait.
Huh?
No. Scarlett Johansson becoming a Jedi.
I didn't hear no shit about
read that. Yeah.
I mean, nah, I didn't hear nothing about that, dude.
No.
It'd be cool, though. She's a great actress. She's a looker. She's getting older, though. I don't know if she really wants to act anymore. I think she's just going to be producing and stuff.
She's getting older. How old is she now?
That's a great question. Let's find out via the internet.
She still looks great, though.
Yeah, she does.
Such stupid writing so far. I really hope to step up the quality going forwards because that is not the way. Almost a Book of Boba Fett quality of writing.
So she's
Yeah,
like 38.
Oh, she's not old at all. The hell? Weird. Week 2 of having you guys tell Anthony The Last Jedi sucks. Who's Anthony?
Who's Anthony? Have Josh do a Jedi mind trick on you, telling you to stop being sick. Oh, yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Stop being sick, bro.
It's bad. You got tuberculosis.
That's why he's out in the desert.
Congratulations on the movie signing, Theory. Can't wait for you to see you on the big screen. Also, hi, Josh. Thanks, Corned Beef Hash.
What up? Yeah, I'm excited too. It's going to be fun. Theory, you letting the beard grow? Josh, watch out, bro. Hashtag beard gang.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Darth Shibby, what's going on? Seasons 1 and 2 felt very grounded and directional. Season 3 feels like it's floating around. Feels like we're going to need 2 more. We're going to need more than 8 episodes.
Yeah, it is wild that we're halfway over.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Like, can you believe that, dude? I know. Josh, do watch party for the last Mando episodes 1. Do it on your own time. Be comfy on your couch. 3, just shower time. Don't do breakdown. Not needed. Not gonna lie, season 3 look fake AF. I mean, honestly, like I'm kind of enjoying where I'm at with it and just talking about it on stream after and talking about it on this show. If more and more crazy stuff happens, I would maybe do an individual video on it, but I'm actually really happy with it, man. I don't really feel the urge to do the watch party. If it was earlier for me, it would work out fine, but there's certainly nothing in these first 4 episodes that I was like, oh, I'm so glad. You know what I mean? Like, dude, yes, let's stay up for 3 for that. Like, you know. Oh, who's this? Is that your cat?
Dude, that's my lap right now.
Nice. What, does Kitty passed out?
Yeah. Just chilling.
Passed out, Kitty. That's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice little kitty.
You think Delta Squad will be sent to kill the Bad Batch? No, I think Boba will be.
Ooh. Said in Josh's stream last week, how the fuck can you justify kids game
Right.
show TV hosts as
Read
we
this one.
talked about this. Yep.
Book of Boba Fett undone the plot points of season 2 Mando. Season 3 so far has undone the plot points of Din being an outcast from Book of Boba. We have no overarching plot to drive this season, and we are half through. I know everything's pretty much all the ends are tightened.
Yeah, it's really wild.
Tied.
When you take 2 years away from a hit show, you have to come back with fire. Like, you just have to come back with absolute fire. Good evening, gentlemen. So after all the shows so far, the Mando season 1 to now, what has been your favorite return to the franchise? I'd probably say season 2 of Mando. I mean,
Season
that
2.
finale is just magic, dude. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, nothing really beats that. I'm glad Ahmed Best got a role as a Jedi. I'm not glad it looked like that was his first time using a lightsaber. We need Nick back. Oh, dude. Yeah. Well, we need Nick in Star Wars for sure.
mm-hmm,
Nick Gillard, that is.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
The fact that they haven't called him for any of the projects is just another reason as to why I think they're out of touch.
Would you guys want a Mandalorian game? I mean, depending on what it is, for sure.
Yeah, why not? Sounds
Seems
fun.
fun. Was a little bit meh on the Ahmed Best reveal, saving Grogu, but I do like that KB is a part of the Star Wars universe. Glad to see Ahmed Best get his shine.
Yeah. Watch the end of the crabs in the sand sequence in Mando. They have a secret message in the sand.
Doubt it.
Crabs in the sand. Yeah, someone said that. I think it was Darth Sane who said that too. Like 2 minutes something. Can anyone tell me what it was? Episode 4. Love that Ahmed Best saved Grogu. Much love.
Yep.
Okay, spam 1 if you guys are happy that it was Ahmed Best that returned. Spam 2 if you think you wanted somebody else. Quinlan Voss was in Boz Pity during Order 66. I want to see how he survived. Would have been dope to see him though. Beck is taking Grogu to the Gungans.
What if it is Darth Jar Jar?
Could be.
And he pretended to be a Jedi there. What was your theory as to how he managed to get possession of a Nubian ship? It's the fact that he's Darth Jar Jar. He's actually from Naboo, just like Palpatine. So that's how it is.
A Nubian. I don't think Thrawn will be closing shot of the season to seg into Ahsoka or just Gideon again. I hope it's not just Gideon again. I hope we see some villain before the season ends.
I kind of feel like it's just going to be Gideon.
It's looking a little... Dude, once tomorrow's episode is done, we only have 2. Sorry. 3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's nothing.
Just really feels like they had to jam Grogu back into the season after the plan was him to stay with Luke. They could have jacked the season plotting. Yeah, I don't look. I don't think any of us understand the logic behind that, and the answers they give are not satisfying. I don't know if I'm like of the mind that it was Kathleen Kennedy. I feel like John and Dave might have just had like a horrible idea. Mostly John. Like, let's be real. It's probably John, and I don't understand it. But yeah, it's not good.
No. I feel these first 4 episodes of season 3 would have been better and more interesting had Din and Grogu not reunited in Boba. Did Favreau and Filoni really make that call, or was it KK? I don't think they did, man. I think it was somebody else. It just doesn't make sense.
But I don't. Okay, so I get that just because it's KK and like it's pretty easy to just say everything horrible comes from her. But I don't even understand why she would interfere.
I think it was someone beyond her, man.
But
it was
okay,
like
but here's
Disney
the question then. Yeah, but here's the question: why have him go away at all then? Like, I don't understand it, dude. Like, so you think
apparently it was 2 years, right? Remember that,
dude? Right? And apparently, so because here's the other side of this. Boba went into production hella quick. It came out the next year.
Mhm.
So what are we saying exactly? That immediately upon wrapping up season 2 of Mando, somebody came in and interfered and made them put it into production immediately to bring them back. I just don't see it. That doesn't track with anything logically to me, especially because Luke is hard to do. To make that character and to do all of that, especially because they did it way better than they did in the finale. Yeah. They had to have been working on that for a long, long time.
Absolutely.
So I just can't see how that happened on a whim.
Yeah, I don't think it was a whim. I think this is something they planned and
Well, it's
didn't
the
tell
worst
John and
plan
Dave.
ever.
They
Just
didn't tell
horrible.
John and Dave.
How could they not tell John and Dave? They're the producers of that show. It's their show.
They were probably sitting in the boardroom being like, how are we going to maximize profits on the next Mandalorian, blah, blah, blah. Well, Grogu is not with Mando. And probably someone piped up was like, I'm very worried about this. Dumb. Well, let's just call John and Dave and have them put him in there. They're doing that Boba Fett show now.
Yeah,
something like that.
I don't see it, bro. I don't see it, but maybe. Rewatch Revenge of the Sith was thinking, you guys think Palpatine had a role in Shmi's death, Padme's death, all planned to lure Anakin? Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Not with Shmi?
With Shmi, yeah, actually, it was he told Dooku to go tell the Tuscans to capture her.
Yeah. And you don't
Yeah.
think Padme though?
No. No, that was the will of the Force, I think.
I think that's the perfect move from Palpatine's perspective to sort of capture Vader forever. Just to
Well,
eliminate
yes,
her.
but I just don't like. I don't see any sort of source material or anything that was in the books or comics or
Yeah.
anything that would have.
Yo, I'll be right back. I gotta go. I got hot caca. I'll be right back.
Okay.
There's always a bigger fish.
Hot caca. Okay. Hey guys, finally catching y'all live. Just want to say y'all are amazing and just keep me entertained and excited in some really negative times. By the way, Josh, I'm sure your art sucks. Yes. Yes. Say hi, Bean. Bro, Bean hates everyone right now. He's like, I hate every single one of you. What is this crap? He might be the new villain in my movie. We'll see what happens. We'll see if there's going to be a sequel. Little boy. Little boy. Little boy. Clone Wars Mando Episode 7. Way more badass. Less so in Rebels. Yeah, I wasn't really a huge fan of it. It was still a nice show, but it wasn't really like all that amazing compared to Clone Wars for me. In Mando Season 3, they're poorly written. Dumb, look cheap, clownish. Only Bo has ship for rescue. Yeah, couldn't Mando have gone with his N1? I don't know. Well, no, I guess he flew away. Right. Right. Kind of one of the first times we see them run out of gas. It would have been awesome. It would have been awesome to see a bunch of Jedi try to hold off Anakin, Darth Vader to save Grogu and see the Jedi get wiped out by Darth Vader while Grogu gets away. Yeah, see, so that's the thing though. Like Darth Vader failing to capture Grogu, a lot of people will be like, "What? There's no way." So I could kind of see why they didn't have it be Darth Vader. But then again, it would have been cool. Super excited for you, Theory. I miss you on YouTube. I'll be seeing Hayden at the cat and the cast of. You guys know I'm joking, right? Like you watched the video. I'm not actually leaving. Anyways, say hi to Hayden for me, Mariana. Later, lunatic. I thought of a way for Anakin to come back since the C1 grant him the ability to turn his Force ghost solid and have him fight enemy Luke can't. Right, yeah. So in the book Shadows of the Sith or some that just came out, apparently Anakin shows up to fight these like weird ghost beings. I didn't read the book. I just thought it was kind of it was it's anything with Anakin returning is cool, but the more I read into it, the more I'm just like, they're really just effing up the whole freaking mythos, man. So, Theory, how often are we going to be seeing you from here on out? Is it still up in the air? Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to talk to my agent. I heard a movie being announced as a Western starting Theory as a sheriff tasked with getting rid of scum and villainy in Lucasfilm. Big Bad is KK. Yeah, that's the new premise, actually. I just got the new script. John Boyega fanboyed about Hayden. I'm loving it. Yeah. Last Star Wars Theory stream before retirement. Best of luck in the future. Too bad you won't be around to cover Luke Soka. Yeah, I know. I'm sure Josh will do a good job. Can't wait for Theory's new movie to get a franchise ride at Universal Studios Animatronic Theory. I'd buy an annual park pass. Yeah, maybe, you'll see me there. Congrats, Theory. It's only been a year for me since I found your channel. It's been super fun. Sad to see you go, but happy for you. May the force be with you. Thanks, Brian. Glad you're happy for me. You can still see me on the silver screen. Last thing we do in the watch party tomorrow, even if you're sick. Oh, yeah, dude. If we did the watch party last week when I was literally dying, we're going to do it tomorrow. We'll be fine. Did I see the new John Wick? No. Did you guys see the new John Wick? Was it good? I didn't really like the third one. I thought the first two were really good. I wasn't a big fan of the third one. It was a different director. The fight scenes were like 50 years long, and they were not as good as the first two movies. And I think it's because they had a different fight choreographer. I don't think he did all that great of a job for it. At least not compared to the first two movies. What if they announced they're making episodes 7, 8, 9 from our George Lucas universe, and the others are from Kathleen's? Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be the day. So happy Ahmed Best came back. Yeah, I'm happy for him. Definitely happy for him. It must have been very difficult for him to go through what he went through. And I never had a problem with Jar Jar, but I was a kid, so, you see things differently when you're a child. Old Head Mike says, the A New Hope trash compactor scene where Luke tries to bust apart the walls. Do you think they will recreate that scene with Luke and a viewer for years? First super chat. Would love a Plo Koon origin story showing his rise to the Council, ending with him finding Ahsoka. Shows his actions helped the galaxy's future, and he didn't die in vain. Thoughts? Yeah, that'd be fun to see. I kind of have a problem going back to legacy characters that we thought were dead, but it always is kind of exciting a little bit. But I just feel like every time they just keep doing it, it just really takes away from, their death. Rushing into films again. WTF? The Nabooians have a ship fueled and ready for Grogu when nobody knew Order 66 was coming. Padme didn't know what was going on, so who sent the ship? Yeah. That's true, hey, Josh?
What's up?
Hey, Josh, check that out.
The Nemesis ship fueled and already ready to go, and nobody knew Order 66 was coming. Padme didn't know what was going on, so who sent the ship? No, that's a good point. It's a good point. They seemed ready to go. And the guy kind of came in out of nowhere, too. So maybe we'll get some explanation there connected to Palpatine or something,
Yeah.
What was up with the gold on that guy's robes, too? Like, because he had Jedi robes on, but he's got all these glyphs, these like gold on his robes.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's like a high-ranking, I don't know. But he still wasn't on the council.
That's what I mean. Even the council didn't wear shit like that. Seemed kind of flashy for a Jedi.
Yeah.
We'll see. Give John and Dave the next 3 movies. Like, how hard is that to see, Disney? Don't worry at Celebration. I'll tell KK to do it or she's fired. Done. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't understand. But, the other side of that, too, Star Wars said is it too late? Because, again, it really depends on how Mando, I think, closes out this season. But this is not the same hit show. Should have probably just ended Mando at season 2 with Luke off with Grogu. And then, maybe John and Dave do the movies then.
Possibly.
You see Filoni talking about massive X over event. What is this?
No, I have no idea what that is.
What is that?
I mean, I have no idea.
I kind of appreciate Lindelof's out mindset, though. Sounded like he'd rather not make his film at all if it meant giving the fans a flaming dog turd.
Yeah, he made some really interesting comments before we found out that he left the project, where he said, like, if it can't be great, it shouldn't exist. And I agree with that.
Hey, thanks, Jared. What a happy-looking guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it weird that I enjoyed the Mando episodes of Book of Boba Fett more than this entire season of Mando? Just me? No, I
Nah,
did too. Yeah.
same, dude. They were incredible.
Yeah,
They were some of the best Mando episodes we've ever gotten in a different show. They are gearing Mando's writing for the sequel trilogy. That's what's wrong. Dave and John are now force-fitting in the Disney sequel trilogy lore. Force-fitting in. Well, I think that was maybe always the plan, but yeah, absolutely, they're doing that.
We'll be going to the theater, that's for sure.
I mean, we'll see. They can't really hide those box office numbers, so if they do the movie that way and it bombs, we will know. We will
Theory's
talk
not
about it.
woke. I'm probably the least woke person you'll ever meet in your life. Disney better be ready for that. Western Universal is planning. For what Western Universal is planning? Going to be sick if you ask me. Great casting. Thanks, Kate. I'm excited.
100%. Grogu and Ahsoka saved Luke's Jedi Order and are hiding with the Mandalorians over the course of the sequel trilogy. Yeah, maybe. Would anyone trust KK to handle Revan or do him justice after the Luke fiasco? It wouldn't be the best if they start with the Old Republic after she leaves. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. I just don't even know if she gets it, because I think she takes a lot of the criticism as just hate and, people being bigoted and shit. And
Right.
it's so sad, because she is legitimately doing some really stupid shit that I think people are going to talk about for years. Like,
Yeah.
this trajectory that Star Wars on will be taught in business classes like years from now. Like,
Yeah.
this is horrible, So
The fifth graders I teach all have the same opinion that Grogu should have stayed with Luke. It's crazy that kids even know better than Lucasfilm. Yeah, or even Disney, who might have forced them to make that decision. Major mistake. I think it could have been so much more enjoyable and interesting if he had stayed and then gone.
Yep. Happy times listening to you two at work. Thanks for the content these years. Star Wars wouldn't be the same without you. Hopefully, Disney will acknowledge one day. Don't hold your breath on that. Yeah, don't hold your breath on that.
Yeah. Yeah. What I mean, yeah. No. GD, I just watched the goodbye video. F had me all sentimental and shit.
Thanks, yeah, it was emotional. It wasn't emotional.
Very emotional. Very emotional.
What up, boys? Hope all is well. Theory almost made me jump in the Sarlacc pit with that clickbait video earlier. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking
much love, guys.
Clickbait.
Yo, Alex, you're wild, bro. What are you talking about?
If they want to make money, who go against fans?
Why go against the fans?
Yeah. Mando.
Ah, Mando! They all hate you, Mando. Mando, only you.
Get me every time. They all hate you, Mando.
They all hate you, Mando.
Dude. It's like it's so mean. Congrats to you on landing the Jedi role. Hope the movie's a success and becomes its own IP.
You know what's wild? Look at his profile picture, and that is legitimately from Ant-Man. That's MODOK's little butt.
MODOK needs to hit leg day.
Yeah, he does. Can't believe Disney is announcing 3 films under the helm of Kathleen Kennedy. Makes me not want to support the brand anymore if that's the case, but I'll still support Mando. Can you imagine 3 to 6 years of KK produced crap? Yeah, I can actually. Yeah.
It'll be 3 to 6 years of Star Wars Theory being more toxic than ever.
I know, dude, for real though.
All of them.
I mean, and that's the thing is like, oh, dude, I don't even want to get like fired up about it, because it is just par for the course, but it is so damn frustrating that we're at this place.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy.
What's up, D-Love? Hey guys, I wish they make a show about Yoda background and about his race. I feel like we know so little about him. He's my favorite Jedi and Mace Windu. Yeah, we don't really know anything about him. But that's also kind of the mysticism. That's what George wanted. He wanted Yoda to be this unknown creature.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's I mean, that's part of the reason why the Boba show is not great, is that they fill in that mystery around him in kind of a shitty way.
Yeah, I know.
Postmodernism is a terrible worldview that has destroyed an already depraved society, and as it continues to become the norm, nothing will change. Yeah, there's definitely some truth to that, but there are also great postmodern stories. I think Watchmen is a great postmodern story, and
I'm
it
gonna
really
watch that
does.
again.
I mean, deconstruction is good sometimes. I think you just got to know that what is the story you're telling. Like I don't think you deconstruct Superman. I don't think you deconstruct Luke Skywalker. I don't. You can deconstruct some characters.
Batman.
Batman's been deconstructed a lot, yeah, but it's just know the character. Like know what the character stands for. If you're gonna deconstruct them, put them back together in a way that's still heroic. You know.
Would George Lucas come back for a bag? Okay, let me make something clear. I don't think George Lucas is ran by money. I think he needed money to make his projects and movies. But George Lucas, the reason George made such an amazing movie is because he wasn't focused on money. He was focused on telling a story. His passion came from telling a story, not from making money.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the main difference between him and Disney.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, and by the way, he has all the money in the world. Josh, I have a feeling those movies will not see the light of day. KK will be out before the summer, and Lucasfilm will be reorganized to really make money. I mean, maybe, but they have Celebration in 2 weeks, dude. So we'll see.
Hey guys, sorry I've joined the stream late. Curious as to how many episodes we have left of the Bad Batch. This tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually the end. The end of the Bad Batch.
Really? Tomorrow's
Yeah.
the end? So it'll
There's
be 2 episodes? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
2 episodes drop.
I've been loving this season.
It's great. And how do we know if they plan to go past season 2? I'm pretty sure they do. Pretty sure they will. Mhm. For shows.
For shows. Don't get the hate. Grogu coming back, def hurt overall story, but season 3 in a vacuum is great. Mandalore plot is great. Action sequences are incredible. I think I agree,
Sure.
but I also feel like it's obviously not the same. And that's just what it is, bro. Like, and that's a real, I see a lot of people talking about that. It's not a minority of folks.
Right.
And we're just gonna have to wait and see what the final numbers end up being. If the back half of the season is fire, maybe it lights up, and all of a sudden, damn, people are going crazy on Mando.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, I'm gonna be curious about the numbers because did people even go back and watch Mando
Mhm.
like they do when Stranger Things season comes out? I don't know. We'll see.
Does Mando feel slightly hollow this season? Don't get me wrong. See it right there. It's still very good. It just doesn't seem to have the same magical feeling to me. Also, late happy B-Day theory. How's 33? Oh, it's chill, just waiting to get healthy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great example of it, though. That's exactly it. It just feels like the magic is just not there as much anymore. And they were on such a roll. So it's sad. Tough one. Jedi, Sith, Warfare, Rebellion, Empire, the Force. That's Star Wars. Scientists, politics, rush story, horrible characters. That's not Star Wars.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Fair. Mhm.
What if 25-year-old KK is hot? What do we do then? That makes no impact on whether she's going to do good or bad Star Wars.
Yeah, we just hate ourselves a little bit. That's all.
I have no conflict with that. Hey guys, love you both so much. Made a video for a school project about how much Star Wars means to everyone in the film industry, and I'm so proud of how it turned out. Thank you both for helping me through life with content.
Oh, hell yeah, man. That's good for you, though.
Love you, Aiden.
Much love. Much love. I just absolutely love how we're getting more and different views of Operational Nightfall from Order 66 because it's something that I wish I saw more of in E3. It's one of my favorite moments in Star Wars.
Yeah, I wish we saw more of that in episode 3. Absolutely. Hey guys, hope you're having a good day. I love hearing y'all's discussions. The more I watch you guys, the more I desperately wish I could play D&D with you both. Josh, we got to get Theory in on it.
Yeah, for sure. D&D is making some updates, and they're gonna have a new kind of edition soon. So maybe when all that new stuff comes, because it's all, I think it's gonna be like a digital tabletop, so it might be pretty easy for us to get on a game. We should definitely try it out.
Chat, spam 1 if I should grow the beard. Spam 2 if I should shave.
Let's
Hey,
see those
Theory,
ones.
Is the armor playing a kind of oracle role by telling them what they need to hear? Also, if she made a big deal about the mythosaur, it would be a civil Mandalorian war.
Why would it be a war?
I don't know.
I don't know if I agree with that. Do you think one reason Order 66 is wearing off in the clones is because of the inhibitor chip wasn't designed to work for so long? Yeah, that could be. Maybe they had a timetable on that for sure. Or maybe the clones just adapt over time.
I think completely happened. I think they were supposed to work indefinitely. Don't tell me you're in the new Jordan Peele movie. How'd you know?
How did you know that?
Safe to say, BB is better than Mando. Ooh, Bad Batch better than Mando.
Do you
Yeah,
agree
you know
with
what? They've been slapping a little harder, I think. I've been enjoying the Bad Batch episodes a little more than the Mando episodes, I think.
But let's remember we've got Fat Mace Windu eating sushi. And there's a lot of episodes
The
early on,
best.
like the pod
That's what I'm
racing
saying.
episode. I mean, no.
That's what I'm saying.
Jeez.
Can't wait to see The Legend of Jedediah on the big screen. Gonna be the best movie in history for sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
For sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm excited.
Who isn't?
What
Oh,
were the
man,
Mandos shooting at in the water?
It's target practice. Probably some fish.
Oh, shit. Maddie
Oh,
V says you have a
shit.
raspy, sexy, you're sick voice. That reminds me of that Seinfeld. Remember when Phoebe gets the raspy voice?
No.
She gets a cold and she starts sounding raspy and people start really loving her music. And then it goes away and she gets all sad.
Oh, no, I don't remember this. In
Straight up.
Seinfeld?
No, Friends, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember this. Thoughts on R-rated Old Republic movie? I'm down. Sign me up.
Hell no, it can't be R-rated. It's not Star Wars.
It's impossible not to enjoy Mando every week, but it feels more like a low-budget Marvel movie this year. Really missing George's cinematography. Ouch.
Ouch. Burn. Sizzle, sizzle.
What's up, Dapper?
Hey guys, big fan. What were your opinions on The Force Awakens when it came out? And also, how do you guys get to know each other / become friends? My opinions on The Force Awakens when it first came out, I really liked it. I had a good time and I was expecting, I don't even know what I was expecting per se, but it felt like a return to Star Wars. Like I really, really liked it. And then Theory and I met via Mark.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that went down. I had a couple like videos blow up and then I went on Mark's show and then like months, maybe even a year later, because Mark and I kind of clicked and we just like shared numbers and chilled and chatted a little bit. And then eventually he stepped away from Rule of Two and kind of said that Theory should consider me as the host. So
Yeah.
that's how that started.
Yeah. And then I did. So the rest is history.
Yeah. What about you on TFA when it first came out?
I hated it.
You hated The Force Awakens?
Yeah, I have a video of my review, I think, somewhere on an old phone. And I'd love to be able to pull that up, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, wasn't good. Felt like it was like Disney came in and just absolutely did the same old crap, and just felt like a little Disney show.
Well, I feel like nowadays when I look back at it, I definitely see like all these crazy things that they did. But at the time, I really was kind of swept up in it. And I was like, dude, because it does have some sequences and stuff that just feels like Star Wars. And I think without Harrison Ford, that movie doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I initially really liked it.
Choice of Star Wars show, what show and type of character? Palpatine, young Palpatine.
Young Palps, borderline horror movie or horror show. I truly think Ahsoka will be the Spider-Man No Way Home of Star Wars. They need something amazing to bring people back for these movies. It's the calm before the storm. I think that's possible, man. But again, if Ahsoka's amazing, but it's just going to be a sequel movie in 2025 that Dave and John are not a part of, I don't see how that, I just don't see how that goes, man.
Yeah.
You guys remember, Kathleen Kennedy gave the order to fire Gina. I mean, maybe. I don't even know if that's confirmed. I think Gina was definitely a big part in season 3. Did they have to make a whole bunch of nonsense like Book of Boba Fett? What do you think? I think that's part of it, for sure. Because it's obvious but that whole storyline was going to be in a different show. But it also feels like they kind of injected that into episode 3 a little. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like something happened. I don't know exactly what, but I feel like something happened. The plan changed for sure.
Most likely. Disney Plus needs people dedicated to watching Star Wars fans' opinions. They actually have. They have a whole group of. They have an entire room of people where they look at all Star Wars content creators, YouTubers, especially yours truly, and now there's TikTok, there's Instagram, all this stuff. So when I started out, there was just like 3 other Star Wars YouTubers. It was really quiet. I would say there really wasn't any toxicity. Toxicity started rolling around when I think everybody started becoming a Star Wars content creator, like on Instagram and on TikTok, and it just changed. But before then, it was like 3 or 4 people on YouTube, and it was actually pretty cool. But then again, things change when you have higher subs. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just a different time. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
but apparently Disney has people that does that.
Yeah. I think the thing that sucks though is like they're not getting the message. So like even though they have like they basically just put everything that they don't like in a pile of doesn't matter because it came from a ist or a phobe. And that's absurd.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know, it's absurd.
Yeah.
Hey, Theory and Josh. Theory, do we know how powerful Jedediah is canonically? His power has to be at least close to Mace Windu, right?
Yeah, Jedediah is more powerful than Palpatine.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. He just doesn't know it yet. Maybe Palpatine didn't necessarily cause Padme's death, but maybe he used the Force to put the dreams and visions in Anakin's head. That's an interesting theory. I just don't think so because it was really the will of the Force. And Anakin's main power was being able to see into the future. So he already was going to turn to the dark side. It was just something that was in him.
Top quality film.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think people are actually thinking here. I know, yeah. It's funny. It goes to show that people just really don't kind of think.
I'd love to see Filoni do an animated version of George's vision of the sequels. Wow, wouldn't that be incredible? Probably never happened, though.
Y'all wouldn't want to see Rey start a new Jedi era using the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. Maybe cool to see a fresh new start. No, I don't want to see Rey ever again.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't, man. And I think for me, there's a part of me that's open to it from a story concept, but I can't get out of my head about how that just feels like Disney just wanting to double down on their stuff
down our throats, man.
and trying like again trying to salvage this IP. It just feels so corporate-y. It takes me out of it. Like if you want to utilize Rey, I would go way into the future and have Rey be something of like this mystery character that like isn't really involved in the story, but is like referenced to. That's I think the most effective way to use that character. Has anyone been so consistently bad at their job and yet get so many chances? Kathleen Kennedy. I don't know. She's certainly protected. I mean, I would argue there have been others that are protected. I mean, Ezra Miller comes to mind. But yeah, Kathleen Kennedy certainly seems to not be affected by her own mistakes, which is really weird.
Saw a clip where Sam Witwer had to remind Dave that Shmi and Padme had met before during voice recording the Mortis. Yeah. I think that was... Yeah, he mentioned that in a bunch of different interviews. I think one of them was mine. Or maybe it was with Ashley Eckstein.
Yeah, I've seen that clip too, for sure.
Yeah. I think Dave's knowledge of Star Wars just completely destroys Sam's, to be honest.
Yeah, so I mean, I think so too, but it's not
just an oversight in that moment.
Yeah, either had a brain fart or
whatever.
It happens. Will Bad Batch finally tie into Mando directly? It should. I don't know. I don't really think it will, actually.
Possible.
To be honest.
Hope you have a great day. I'm still happy about the show, along with Lion L. Johnson returning in Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, dude. The new edition of 40K has this like amazing cinematic trailer, and they're bringing back another Primarch. it's pretty hype time.
Supplements you guys take? As you know, your
Little
generic stuff.
creatine. I got a little bit of my protein here for my macros. Yeah. What the fans really want to see, Fat Mason Babu. That would be amazing. Fat Mason Babu. Let's get it.
On an adventure. Sheriff Theory to be Marshal of Navarro. Yeah, dude.
Yo, there you go.
Side Cobb Vanth.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fix the Rise of Skywalker, and I want to show you what I come up with. Where could I send it to you? Just post it on YouTube.
Post it on YouTube and get it to blow up so much that we have to watch it. Don't ask us to watch it. Make us watch it.
What the freak?
If Ahsoka doesn't hit, I'd be fine not seeing live action Star Wars for a few years. Might be good to go through a break in Star Wars between the OT and the prequels. Yeah, I mean, maybe. That's never gonna be like, they've already exhausted that option, in my opinion, because Disney bought the thing to make money, and Kathleen Kennedy was like, "Yo, we need a break," and then that break didn't do shit, you know. So, bless you, bro. Been watching since like 2017. First chat. Congrats on the kid, Josh. My son is 6. It's wild. After 8 years, got married today to my love, Autumn. Thanks, yeah, dude. That's sick, bro.
Awesome.
That ring looks cool. Looks like a
it's
Lord of the
cool.
Rings kind of elvish.
I think it is.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it
cool.
is.
It's pretty hype.
If Kiki pops up on stage at Celebration, will there be lots of boos and heckling from the crowd, or will they just cheer for?
No, because
No,
let me
they'll
tell you a
just
secret.
cheer.
Yeah, let me tell you a secret. They fill Star Wars Celebration with friends and family of Lucasfilm. They fill it with it. That's what they did the last Celebration. That's what we're going to do with this Celebration. You want to know why it's so hard to get tickets to Celebration? Because it is filled with friends and family. I promise you. So no, they will get exactly what they want from the crowds at Celebration.
Don't worry, they're only announcing movies that are already canceled after it's KK.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully.
Theory, I saw you say Happy Nowruz in Farsi last week when I was watching the replay. I was wondering if you have Persian background. I'm from Iran. Yeah. Yeah, like 60%. And then German, and then there's a whole bunch of other crap. Bro, whose lightsaber do I have to fondle to get freaking Ahsoka's trailer already? The hype is real. We'll probably get it at Celebration.
Yeah, I would say so. Hopefully they release it to the public too. George didn't have investors to please. Creativity is put first when a huge corporation isn't involved. Yeah, I think there's a lot of truth to that for sure.
Mm-hmm. I think you started April Fool's too soon. I don't like April Fool's. So I'll never make an April Fool's thing. So if I do, it'll be like before or it'll be after April 1st. I hate April Fool's. I hate it.
I think it's so funny. I didn't do it last year, but I've gotten people so good. I remember way back when like there's like Infinity War and stuff, and I made the wildest video on April Fool's, and it was in the middle of all that hype. So like, dude, people were just like checking it out, and I was quoting Feige, and I remember at one point I said, and then he said, "Fuck this shit. I'm just gonna tell you what happens right now," and like just went crazy with it. Yeah, I think it's fun, man. Hey, Theory, just watch your goodbye in the background. Good
what
on
the
you for chasing your dreams. Wish you the best in the future. Yeah,
nobody watched. Like you all just like this is just testament to what the public does. They watch for like 2 seconds and they believe it, and that's it. You got to watch the video.
I mean, I watched the whole video, and I'm so really happy for you.
Yeah, thanks, Matt.
Full Mando, please read my free member chat. They don't show up on StreamYard, bro.
Yeah.
Arthur, I'm sorry, but they don't show up.
Should have just wrote it. Wrote it.
Yeah, like if you would have just wrote it in this chat, we would have seen it.
Why wouldn't you just do that? Now I gotta go find it. I'm not gonna.
Arthur!
I'm not doing it. Biggest pet peeve. No! You won't make me. Haven't enjoyed Bad Batch 2 at all. Just me, I guess. Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, strokes, man. There you go. Chunk Windu needs an eating inhibitor chip. Hot damn, JP.
I'm gonna go blow my nose before I start
do it up. I'll take this one. Just found out that the Vader's throne was made by a company called Sofa King Frim and beat out Sofa King Soft. Check my sources. FYL. Bro, what? What? What in the what? What is this man talking about? Great Pack! What are you talking about? I don't even understand. Did I just get got? It's a pun? I'm trying to like go over it in my head right now. I don't understand it. I think it's also because he misspelled the word. It's Frim. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
What?
I don't know. This super chat's saying that they got me on something, but
Just
I
found out
don't
the
even
Vader's
know.
throne was made by a company called.
Do you get it?
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Can you do a SO to viewers from Quebec? A shout out. Yo, shout out everyone from Quebec. What's going on? Quebec.
Sup?
Quebec. All things considered, what are the chances of a Star Wars sell in the next 10 years? Yeah, me. I'll buy it.
I'm putting it at 40%. Do you think there's a limit to how much can be told on Order 66 in different perspectives or point of views or moments for shows and games? I mean, yeah, obviously. But I don't know if we're near that limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Imagine if they redid the sequels, but this time Ray is rocking some. Jeez. You just want me to get canceled, man.
I think Daisy Ridley is really attractive. I don't think that's the problem at all. Mando season 1 and season 2 always left me wanting more. Season 3 does the same, but not in a good way. Something feels lacking. Yep.
It feels a little all over the place.
Yep.
I'm in the mind that some people heard word of clone troopers attacking the Jedi Temple, so some people, like those of Naboo, reached out to Eni to help them leave Coruscant. Your thoughts?
Mm,
No, not that fast.
yeah, just I don't know. Poppy Josh looking good today. Oh, damn, thanks. Thoughts on Yoga referring to Luke as the last Jedi? Also, do we assume Ahmad Best is dead during the current timeline? Josh looking good again, buddy. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, thirsty Darth Huey. I guess he would be dead in the current timeline. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. There's no way he survives.
Yeah, there's no way he survives, dude. Unless he's Darth Jar Jar.
Possible. In the Clone Wars Secrets of Mortis features, Dave said they weren't done exploring the nature of the Force and the bigger mythical questions, hoping the Ahsoka show will do that.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go.
I think that's definitely what they're doing with the whole magic thing.
Yeah. Can you can tell the designers of the Monument Plaza set felt really good about it, or they wouldn't have put it in twice. That's true, because it's in Mando, huh? With that rock.
Yeah.
That was kind of interesting.
Yeah. If you got to come up for a horror movie for Star Wars, what would be your idea? I think mine would be something like the book Red Harvest set in gold in the Old Republic. Wasn't there that zombie Death Trooper one?
Yeah. That's where the Death Trooper name comes from. That would be kind of scary. Or like a zombie Sith that like rips your skin off or something with the Force. That'd be nuts. I'm fine with them going beyond the sequel trilogy. Many other media does that, like Avatar. Now they're going to the next Avatar after Korra. Yeah, I look. Maybe it'll be all right. Maybe.
What the?
Nice. Jebediah theory. Nice.
Hey guys, completely off topic, but I want to start a master replica lightsaber collection. Any tips on who I should start with first? My fifth character is Luke, but his lightsaber is mad pricey. Much love. Yeah, start with Luke. Bro, if you're gonna do a master replicas collection, say goodbye to probably like 100 grand
Yeah. Wow.
at least.
I mean, that's a tough ask. Bro.
And then if you want to go into helmets and their blasters and their like thermal detonators and stuff, and the training ball, like you just
That's an expensive hobby. I don't know if you guys are interested in Tron, but there's a new movie allegedly in pre-production called Tron Ares with Jared Leto. Yes, I have heard of that. And I
Right,
like
yeah.
Tron. I like Tron.
oh, one of the best movies.
Hmm.
Tron Legacy.
Yeah.
Beast move by Dave John would be to have Killian be confronted by Dark Jar Jar. KB kills Jar Jar to save Grogu. Who's Killian?
Yeah, I don't know. But I just want Darth Jar Jar. I want Ahmed Best's character to also just be Darth Jar Jar.
Imagine he
Diego
comes
Luna
in.
said, dude, it'd be amazing. Diego Luna said season 2 of Andor will span across 4 years, leading into Rogue One, with 2-episode arc being 1 year in the timeline. Yes, that was confirmed a while ago, but yeah, that's going to be the structure of the show. So it should be more exciting.
Would you want to see a John Wick style Star Wars movie or live action show?
Bro,
Women's-
you ain't seen John Wick 4 yet?
No. Have you?
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
It was dope as hell, man.
Better than the third?
Better than the third, yeah.
I didn't like the third.
I like the third. I mean, there's some, I think the first is maybe the best movie of them.
Yeah.
But I just like how they like amp up the action over and over again. And dude, 4 is like if you're an action fan, it is like it's art, man. Nuts.
Well, like the third one didn't have the same director, right? But the fourth one does, as the first one.
I'm not sure about that actually. I think the first one had a different director. I think it's been the same guy now, though. Pretty sure he's the guy that did 3.
No.
Yeah, pretty sure. And they gave him $100 million this time. They gave him double
What?
his budget. Yeah, John Wick 4 cost 100. It cost the same as Shazam 2.
Apparently it didn't do well.
Shazam 2 did not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, Shazam 2 is getting annihilated, dude. It's going to be one of the most embarrassing comic book movies ever made.
Yeah, I saw Zachary Levi do a video. He was like, "Yeah, we wanted to get Superman, but we couldn't." And
Dude, he's like losing his mind. He is out there embarrassing himself with this movie.
is he?
Dude, big time.
Well,
It's
maybe
look-
if he wasn't directed to act like a goddamn 5-year-old in every scene, like
yeah, I just, it's Joe over.
it's not what Shazam's like.
Hey, Josh, one would win. Oh, who would win? Horus fully empowered by chaos or a pre-suit Vader? Be a good fight, man. Probably a pre-suit Vader.
Do you guys think we'll ever see Quinlan Voss? Yeah, I think so. And who do you think would be the best actor for the role? A First Nations person should, I think. But like then again, a lot of people say that he's black.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just do some testing with both of those kind of people and
I always
see
thought he was
who
First
is.
Nation.
Yeah, I could see both. I mean, we don't know much about the character, but it does seem like darker skin, and I could see the First Nation thing too.
Yeah.
So maybe just try a bunch of people that are like that and see who's the best.
Very like, like deep rooted into nature and like, sees into the past of objects and stuff. I think it would be cool.
Yeah. No, it'd be a fun character for sure.
Mind recommending a couple Star Wars books? Yeah, Plagueis, Darth Bane trilogy.
Yep. Thanks again for being 2 chill dudes to hang out with and chat with. Love listening. Makes me feel like a kid again. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. That's what Star Wars used to make me feel like too.
My bad theory. I meant like a story for it written. Evan, I don't remember what you said. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me,
Yeah,
but
sorry, go
I
ahead.
can't wait for Ezra to show up. His connection to the Force is the most intriguing thing for me. Can't get enough of Rebels.
Oh yeah, Ezra's one of my favorites. Very unique Jedi, so it'll be really fun to explore the New Beyond through that lens. It's gonna be dope. Jedediah Theory says, "What's good? Plug in to see all the leaks, fanfics, reviews, news, and of course theories for the adventure of Jedediah." Nice, bro.
Thanks, Jedediah Theory.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Nick? What's up, y'all?
S-
What if one of the new movies was called Mandalore and the Rise of Traditional Mandalore with the inception of Tar Vizsla and the Darksaber?
I
The
mean, that sounds cool.
relationship with the Jedi in the past. Yeah, that would be great.
That
I-
would be awesome.
Yeah, I really want to see the creation of the Darksaber. I want to see Tar Vizsla and like an old, just dude. I want to see an older time of Star Wars.
Yeah,
Tired of this crap.
Yeah. I'm on the same boat, man. Y'all should play a scary game together. I don't like scary games.
Yeah, Josh is too much of a.
I don't like it.
Weenie.
Yeah. Have you seen the YouTube videos of the AI presidents talking about Star Wars trilogy?
No.
It's hilarious. I would love those videos. I haven't seen the Star Wars one specifically, but I
No.
love those videos. Like they did a tier list of all the Warhammer armies. Oh my god, dude.
Oh, crazy.
Incredible. Will Jedediah be in Ahsoka? Also, it was a space eggplant in the sand. Damn. Okay.
Space eggplant.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that funny? Why is that an Easter egg?
I don't know. It's Darth Zane.
Doth saying. Good luck in Hollywood, Theory. Thanks. Therold. Thanks, Lerold.
Thanks, Larold. Horror
Ooh,
movie?
yeah.
Yeah. Let's
We already
do
got that though. It's called The Mummy. Good to see Best back. And as a Jedi, no less.
True.
AJS review of episode 4 is factual, in my opinion, 4 to 10, real shame. What's AJS?
I think it's an Angry Joe show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think. Sheep Hazard was looking like Samuel L. Snack Son. Shep Hazard was looking like that. Bro, are we in the right chat?
I don't understand it.
Are we
Any
in the
idea
right
about
room?
how far the Bad Batch 2 is after episode 3? I don't think it's more than a year. Not sure.
Not sure.
Chat, do you know?
Jedi Killering Beck isn't new. His debut was in 2020 as the host of the Jedi Temple Challenge on YouTube. Papa Bad Batch season finale watch party tomorrow, please. Mando, I can't do it. Arthur, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do the watch parties anymore. And also, I heard that canonically that might not be the same person as the Jedi Temple Challenger Jedi. It might be like his brother or something. Did you hear that?
No, it's him. There was a dude in Attack of the Clones who was a pilot, and that's his brother or something. Or they're like related.
Okay. Then I got that one wrong. Yeah.
I keep hearing you say it will be out. We'll all go see the movie. No, man. Millions of us won't be seeing that trash. Consumers have wisened up.
I guess what I mean to say is like I know I'm going to see it, and I know Theory's going to see it, and I know most of the Star Wars fandom will probably go see it. I know there'll be a portion of the people that don't see it, and then I do wonder how much will like the mainstream audience go see it. But I mean, yeah, I think a lot of people are going to see it. Elijah, Papa, show Theory the Lego video. Did you see that on my Instagram?
No.
So somebody did like an animation of us. Remember that Lego guy that does like the Lego animations? He like did some of us, but like some of the classic nerd theory moments, like the
Oh, cool.
raccoon thing and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Y'all heard of Cybercraft? They make Star Wars helmets. Looks pretty cool. Been thinking of getting a Rex and Mando helmet. Oh, that's neat. No, I haven't heard of them.
Haven't heard of it.
Love seeing
Coruscant again.
Yeah.
Live action. Oh, hell yeah. Yo, bro, this is embarrassing, but I got to go to the bathroom again.
You got to do again?
It's not good. It's not going super well right now.
What'd you eat? Where'd you go?
Well, I've been trying to get up on my protein.
Oh, okay.
Watch those macros, if you know what I'm saying. I'll be right back, chat.
I hope Disney can do Darth Plagueis and Sheev Palpatine series someday. Yeah, it kind of seems like they could do a lot of really cool stuff, but for whatever reason, I don't know why they're not. Like a young Palpatine show. We could do a Plagueis show. We could do Dooku and Qui-Gon show. We could even do animated. We could do Mace Windu. Like, there's just so many cool characters that we could focus on. Even just do like a 5-episode run, 4-episode run, and Tales of the Jedi kind of thing. But just don't know why it took him so long to do it. Ever thought of doing a live stream like with Blind Wave? What is that? Chat, what the hell is Blind Wave? Theory. I'm the least woke person ever. Also theory, First Nations person. Yeah, what's wrong with that? First Nations. Do you know what a First Nations person is? Native American, Aboriginal. They were the First Nations on North America. Wish we could keep some storytelling and vibe as Mando, but dialogue, writing quality more like Ando. The dialogue, especially in episode 4, feels so clunky and bad. Yeah, I don't know. It's something's weird about season 3. I don't really know what it is, but Mando, may the force be with you both.
Ah, Mando! They all hate you, Mando. Mando, only you, Mando. Welcome back, Mando.
Mando.
Sorry for the remote rendezvous, Mando. What about you, Mando? Mando! Things got really heated once Mando crashed the safe house. That was impressive, Mando. Very impressive.
Love Ahmed, but wrong show 2 years for nothing. Yeah, they shouldn't have taken so long for the years. But there was that rumor that they Jon Favreau had a big falling out with Pedro Pascal. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll see. What was the question? Have you seen the video of U.S. presidents playing video games? No, I haven't. No. How about some more live action clones? Yeah, those clones were cool. Okay, I want to get a poll. Do you guys think the live action clones are cooler than the CG clones that George had? If you think George's CG clones were cooler, spam 1 because they came first. If you think the live action clones are cooler that Disney's doing now and Jon Favreau, spam 2. I want to see what you guys think. Because they both look different, right? The live action ones look really good, in my opinion, really crisp. But original is original, right? What George did. Show the 40K 10 ED trailer to Theory A++. What's your opinion towards Ubisoft creating a Star Wars open world game? Do you think it's going to be more like Tom Clancy or Assassin's Engine? I think it's going to be more like Fallout. Josh making some sequels. Is it just me or does the Order 66 stuff in the temple feel cheap? This chase scene was fine, but everything in the temple feels rushed and cheap to me. Yeah, the temple doesn't feel as grandiose as it did in Revenge of the Sith, and I don't really know why that is. Do y'all think we will see Zeb in Ahsoka? Every other character is basically confirmed. It'd be weird to see him in live action, in my opinion. Thoughts on how they would pull it off? Yeah, we could see him. I don't know why it would be weird. It's just an alien. Master Jaro Tapal, who's Cal Kestis' master, is also same species as Zeb. They all hate you, Mando.
Papa, no, they all hate you, Mando. I still love you. I don't know what that is referring to, but yeah.
Ah, Mando! They all hate you, Mando.
They all hate you, Mando.
So smug. They all hate you, Mando. Oh. The vibe of Star Wars has been off for the last few years. What is something that would make you truly excited for Star Wars again? George coming back.
I mean, for sure. I would say giving Dave Filoni the next trilogy. Just literally say he's going to write and direct episode 10, 11, and 12. That would be incredible. Because, like, you know, it would be another sort of visionary, somebody that's the apprentice of George, writing and directing. And I would be pretty excited for that. So, Blind Wave is a big YouTube reaction channel that loves Star Wars and has great discussions about it all the time. I think you would have a lot to discuss together. Maybe I'll check it out. Blind Wave, huh?
You had us in the first half, not gonna lie, Theory. Thanks, Ajit.
True.
Jedi voice.
Voice.
Jedi.
Blind Wave. Okay, yeah, I think I've seen some of these videos. Josh got them bubble guts right now. Yeah, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. I realized I was just way low on my protein levels daily, so I've been kind of cranking it up lately, and I don't know if my body's...
Josh about to get juiced.
We're trying. The eating's one of the worst parts.
I haven't eaten for a week since I got sick.
Ugh.
Nothing. Just soup.
That's horrible, dude.
Yep.
That is horrible. Get this man a bidet. I don't like bidets, man. I've tried them.
Damn, Josh likes to be stinky dirty.
No, I just don't
Likes to
like
wipe
the
it.
whole water and the wetness on your butt, and then you got to wipe anyways. Like, you know what I mean?
Josh just likes to spread it.
I like to spread it, man.
Spread the doo-doo.
Spread the doo-doo all around.
How long will it take before we get a well-written Star Wars show movie? Star Wars is mostly just sludge now, like what Josh left in the bathroom.
Definitely. 100%. Yeah, no, that's true. I don't know when. Maybe Ahsoka will be that show. Maybe the back half of Mando will be that show. I don't know.
It's possible.
I'm rooting for them, bro. But damn. Oh my god. Spread them cheeks, Josh ain't that day. Oh, geez.
Chat. Spam one if I should when we end the stream here, I should go play some Fallen Order on the channel. Let me know, because I'm down.
Yo, when's that drop?
April 27th.
Okay, nice.
Are you gonna play? Are you gonna stream?
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited too.
Good.
I think even Doc will stream that game.
That's a surprise.
Yeah. He
Never
likes Star
plays
Wars,
Star
man.
Wars. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Theory Qui-Gon died because he knew he had to will himself to the Force like Yoda and Luke. Otherwise, he would have survived his gut wound, but had to willingly die to live on through the Force.
Nope.
Anyways, interesting. Well, that brings us to the end
Nope.
of the Soupy Doopies. It was a little short stream, but you know, I'm gonna save my energy and then I'm gonna go live just now, probably in half an hour, 40 minutes. I'm gonna play some Fallen Order, something like that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna save my energy for a couple more trips to the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly. Gonna make some more sequel trilogy content, as someone said.
Yikes. Yeah.
And as I said now. Okay, well, we love you guys. We'll catch you in a little bit. Hope you had fun with us for a couple hours, and we'll see you in tomorrow's watch party. Don't forget it, the final episode of The Bad Batch, and of course, episode 5 of The Mandalorian.
It's the Mandalorian, not the Mandalorian.
Get it right.
Ah, Mando! They all hate you, Mando. Mando, only you, Mando. Welcome back, Mando.
Mando.
Sorry for the remote rendezvous, Mando. What about you, Mando? Mando.
Things got really heated once Mando crashed the safe house.
That was impressive, Mando. Very impressive.